Hello, group. Welcome to Action Rock Corner. I'm your host, Richard May. Today, one pass at the first name. Aurelio Voltaire. Summerween Surf. Summerween is a thing. It is. I looked it up. It's in its birthing stages. Okay, Summerween. Halloween in the summer. Well, you got Christmas in July, right? So, of course, the Halloween folks wants a piece of that action. Summerween. It isn't a big thing yet. It's a big thing when Spirit Halloween starts opening their stores in July. Then Summerween will be a real thing. Okay? So, what is it? The best way to describe it, I'll get into Voltaire's career before this. This is his 15th release. But we're not here to talk about his past. We're here about what is this record right here. Despite what some of you pervs looking at the witch, yeah, she has fangs. She's a witch. Pretty rich. Some of you are confused. This is for the kids. With the little adult singers in there. But basically, your 9, 10, 11-year-olds, they should love this. 12, 13, depending on the maturity of your children. No names, please. Or maturity of the adults. No names, please. But it's for the kids. But the music is cool too. You got some cool bands in there, which is probably how I'm going to title this. Monsieur Chups, Mr. Chups. You love Mr. Chups. Lost Straitjackets. This is the first time I listened to Lost Straitjackets. They're always passing through Cleveland, so I, touring through Cleveland at Friends Club. So I knew of that band, but I never heard them until this record. Satan's Pilgrims. I heard of them before. And these other bands, no, I have not heard them until now. So it's surf rock. You like your surf rock. It's ska. Not so much ska. It's nice ska here through. And rockabilly. As we'll get to. Rockabilly. But what you may not understand yet, but if you know Bob Rivers, his Christmas records, Twisted Radio, right? It's like this. You little adult singer here and there, but basically silly, and the kids can listen to it without corrupting them. It's the same idea. Okay? Silly, funny, but clean. So the kids could get it, maybe primarily the kids will get into it. But there's an adult element to it as well, but it's clean. Okay? If you still don't understand, because it is an international audience, with Mr. Chups, I suspect even Russia, on the local TV station, when they play Godzilla movies or the Universal monster movies, Dracula, the Mummy, the Wolfman, and you have a host for these movies, for Godzilla and Dracula, and you have a host in between the chapters of the film, in between the commercials, just to make it more kid friendly. And you have the weatherman put on a vampire's suit, Dracula suit. Now, if your city doesn't have that, your city sucks. I hate to tell you, if you don't have a local TV horror movie host, at least when you were a kid. Nowadays, yeah, we're losing it. But you don't have today. You don't have, well, at least when you were kids, when you were, a kid, 30, 40 years ago. You still don't know what I'm talking about, and your city didn't have a silly horror movie TV host to keep the kids, not scared, because Superhost or Big Chuck and Little John or the guy from Chicago, I forget his name, Avara, right? It's that sort of thing, sexy, but not scary, and the kids can watch. You get the picture, Avara, sexy witch, okay? Claire's bad. Claire's real bad today, okay? So, you get the picture. The kids can listen. And the kids may enjoy it more than you. But it's some adult singers buried in there that the kids will understand. First song, Lost Straitjackets. A Monster's Holiday. Summerween, right? The monsters gotta go on vacation too. Go surfing in the dark. Ooh, I like this touch. You see the shadow of Godzilla in the full moon? See? You see Godzilla now next to the sexy witch? I like that. And Voltaire drew this. He's an artist. He has a whole career besides Halloween, Summerween records. Okay. I'll get to Voltaire's career. I'll touch on his career in a second. But this record, A Monster's Holiday, is the first tune with Lost Straitjackets. Just on vacation. They're surfing and the monster and Frankenstein, and they're eating s'mores and they're having a good old time. Nice start to the record. The Bunny Apocalypse. That's your Easter song. You have an Easter song here, where bunny zombies take over the earth. That's what Satan's Pilgrims. A nice concept. Cannibal Beach, the Black Flamingos. Cannibal Beach. Nice beach, but there's cannibals that make the thing more interesting. The Slash. You know, your slasher movie reference. There's a song I saved. Goths in a Graveyard. Okay? With just a lantern. Yeah, just a cute little song with a cameo from Dracula telling the kids to get out of his graveyard. And the nice goth couple have a picnic in the graveyard. My favorite song, this could be your favorite song too. Nice, immediate song. Zombie Elvis cannot die. The Martians sap Elvis's grave with a ray. You know the plot. And Elvis comes back to life. And he's immortal. Zombie Elvis cannot die. Thank you very much. I didn't do it right. Thank you very much. I'm not even close. Cool song. I love it. I saved it. I also saved Goths in a Graveyard for my YouTube music likes for future reference. Monstrous Lovers, a visit from the Count. About the town preparing for Dracula to take away their girls. The song where Mr. Chups playing. I'm not going to say this right. Nosferatu's Affliction. I'm beginning to love Mr. Chups. I saved that song. It's got all the trademarks of, you know, Mr. Chups, the screaming girl, and the whole thing. It's great. And then ends with the uplifting song, Death is Coming Soon, which is done with Voltaire and his regular band. Yeah, Voltaire has done 14 other records. He has his own band. But for this record, he brought in a lot of guests, you know, and have them do the music with him. And it's lots of fun. I find, you know me, I like humor in my music. I like my rockabilly. I like my surf rock. I don't mind ska. I don't want an entire record of ska. But you give me one ska song, I'm good. You know, the Slash is ska, actually, with the Out of Control Army. You know, and Voltaire, Cuban American. He came to the States as a small child. And he's a goth. He has a book. He has videos. If you're a goth and you need homemaking and decor tips, Voltaire is also an artist. He drew this. Cool, huh? He will teach you how to be a goth and how to make your home. We're not talking like your daughter in a room making, because, you know, tips for her too to make it goth. But, you know, how you make your entire house goth. Cool, huh? And he has an entire career outside of his 15 releases now and this. He's making the promos for, the promo animation for a network, for MTV or whatever it was. He'll make you, he taught animation and stop motion animation at a school. He has a whole thing going on, a whole career. He's writing books, he's drawing comic books. He can draw, especially sexy witches. It's all cottage industry going on with him. And it's steampunk, and it's alternative, and it's goth rock, new wave. They didn't know what to call his career. Dark wave, death rock, dark cabaret, gothic. It's a thing. And, in his last release 2 years ago, the last Halloween party, your EP, that was only 5 songs. This is 10, 42 minutes. Lots of fun for the kids. You'll enjoy it too. That's what I got. And if you get into Voltaire, he started using his first name because other bands started to steal. It's his middle name, but they stole his middle name for other bands, and it's like, okay, I'm not that Voltaire, I'm this Voltaire. So I'm not going to mispronounce your first name again, Voltaire. Great record. Just in time for Halloween. So only the first song is really Summerween. Okay? And there's an Easter song with Bunny Apocalypse. But, Cannibal Beach, The Slash, Goths in the Graveyard, Halloween. And Halloween's fun. Halloween's a lot of fun. I'm going to have 2 other Halloween albums coming up. Well, maybe 1. Remember, I have to listen to these things yet. I'm your friend. I have to listen to these things and make certain they don't suck anywhere. This doesn't suck at all. All 10, all killer, no filler. But gotta put yourself in the mindset of what you're going to listen to. This cover, drawn by the singer, by Voltaire, is pretty much, well, the rich got to me. I'm a perv. We've established this, right? I really like the rich. So I was a little bit surprised by how kid-friendly this actually is. But then you got to keep in mind, this is fashion in 2025. 2025, that bikini is not that racy. It's 2025, you old man. It's fine. This is a nice witch, okay? Even though she has fangs. And you can be a witch and a vampire at the same time, right? Sure you can. Voltaire wants to draw fangs. He likes drawing fangs. I'm not holding you back, Voltaire. You do you. And boy howdy, according to what I read, he does him a lot. Steampunk conventions and whatever else. And goth homemaking. And to occur. And of course, he's only a few years younger than me. He's our age. Yeah. You gotta get used to this, guys. the new people, the new artists are our age. And good thing. So that's what I got. Check it out on YouTube, of course. Whatever that first name is, Voltaire, Summerween Surf. Get the spelling for the last name here and, of course, on the title. If you like this video, give it a like. People need to learn about the sexy witch in Summerween Surf. People need to know this. So give this video a like. Subscribe to the channel. Ring the notification bell. And leave a comment. Go listen. Yeah, even have your kids listen in. The grandkids listen in. Some of you folks are old. At least I am. Well, not if they're too young. I think some of this may scare like 5, 6, but you get to 9, 10, and you'll hip. You know, if they're watching their slasher movies, they're good. Okay? If your small kids are watching slasher movies and whatever else, they'd be fine with this. If it's still a little scary for them, maybe not yet, but it may introduce, you know what I mean. If it relates in action rock, garage rock, and classic and legacy bands, and some punk. A lot of punk, actually. I'm going to have to change up the script. Punk. We're feeling a lot of punk. I got to admit to myself, in my old age, I'm becoming punk. So come back here to Action Rock Corner for more reviews and new stuff. And remember, fresh music is as important as fresh food. And this, I do like to get a silhouette shadow at. It's just subtle and cool. And Dracula hanging 10, the Gilets, you know, drinking the tears of children or whatever it is. It's fun. And have fun with your music. And this is fun, and the kids can hear it. Okay? Of a certain age. I think even the small kids can hear it because maybe they won't understand. But I'm not a child psychiatrist. I can't promise. Okay? So thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon.